sure the air mattress we're taking is larger than our mattress at home.
I don't know. It's diabolical.
You're going to love it if you do.
I'm going to love it, but then it's going to make me soft. So then when I go on my camping trips...
Babe, I hate to break it to you, but you already are. You sleep with your arm wrong and you wake up and you're like, gosh, my shoulder just really hurts. Okay. Yeah. That ship has sailed for us. We're too old for this nonsense. No.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Raising Heights with Zach and Tori. I'm Zach.
I'm Tori.
And we're glad you're here.
And it's way past our bedtime.
Yeah, it's way past our bedtime. Last week, I was not feeling great with allergies. And this time, it's way past our bedtime.
Womp womp.
By far, our latest episode we've ever recorded.
So true.
It's only 8:30.
It's only 8:30, but I'm usually like settling into bed right now to like watch a show or something. And
yeah,
here we are. But we're excited to be here with you guys. We're late night in with you guys, and we're officially on summer vacation. All of our kids are done with school, and so all of them are still awake downstairs partying. Sai is in bed, but he's definitely still awake and is playing with his trucks in his bed.
Oh boy. Yeah, we are on summer break. Baseball's over. Summer break's happening. First trip of the summer tomorrow morning.
Which is why we're here with you now.
Yeah.
And why we're up late today. Because we are...
late podcast recording.
Yeah. We're heading out camping tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which we're going to talk a little bit about today. And is it worth it to go camping?
Yeah. Definitely a doozy.
I feel like Zach and I are not in the right headspace to podcast right now. We're both like exhausted from today, and I feel like today was an emotionally draining day for myself. I don't know about you, physically, emotionally draining. But
yeah, it's tough. We're never tent camped as a family like this.
Ever.
For this many days, this far away.
Have we ever tent camped, like gone tent camping as a family?
You took a couple of the kids.
Yeah.
For like a little overnighter. I've taken Jackson for like a little overnighter. You know, or like...
It's never been all of us.
But you and I have not combined our preferences.
Which usually camping. You and I are pretty good. I feel like today there was some tension in our household today.
There was.
Usually you and I are pretty good teammates when it comes to this sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, just packing the car. We have not a lot of space and a lot of stuff to bring.
Yeah.
And then we're including Murphy. So everyone out there, don't panic.
I know. Okay. Everyone thinks, well, we kind of are the worst dog owners, but everyone really does like, they think we hate Murphy and he never gets to do anything. And it's just,
Murphy gets to do how old is he?
He's 7. He just turned 7.
He gets to do a very appropriate things for 7-year-old Bernese Mountain Dog. Okay?
Yeah, he's well loved. Okay, guys, chill. He's just the 4th child.
Sometimes,
he's just the last one that we think about, but he's still there.
Yeah. He's great though. But
honestly, he's like the least of my worries tomorrow. I have no doubt that Murphy will just get in the car and just, all right, where are we going?
Oh yeah, he would love to come with us. I do worry that it's a tight space in the Subaru Outback in the back of the car for such a big dog. It's a tight fit. So that's the thing. But he'll roll with it. He'll roll with it. He won't bark. He won't do anything else. But like that's why I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he will accept it, but it's like that is a tight fit for a long drive.
Can I tell you something embarrassing that happened today that I didn't tell you? I had groceries delivered today. Okay, say what you will, but I was doing a lot today and just needed all the camping gear here. So I had groceries delivered and I bought some wine and they have to check your license. So I like had to give the guy my license and he has his car backed up to our driveway, garage area. And as I'm like done checking out with him and doing all the things, I thought that his car was your car because he drives a Subaru Outback.
Oh boy.
And it was, the back end was open and it was on. And so what do? I went over and closed the back end and then I was about to go and turn off the Subaru. I was like, why did my husband leave the car on? And as soon as I closed it, he kind of looked at me like, what the is this lady doing?
Yikes.
And then I looked and realized your car was right in front of him, attached to our trailer.
That's awkward. Where was he standing when you were doing this?
We were both in the driveway, but because of where you were parked, he was kind of pulled in funny into the driveway. So then I'm like, of course that's Zach's car. It's like pulled in funny.
Yeah, that's funny. That's awkward.
It was super awkward. Anyway, peek and pit.
Yeah,
peek and pit of the week. What's your peek? This portion of Raising Heights is brought to you by Skims.
What are Skims?
Skims is like everything. I don't even know how to explain Skims because it's shapewear, underwear, cute jammy sets. There's so much to Skims.
Yeah.
I love the Skims Fits Everybody collection. It truly fits everybody. All of my bralettes, I've switched them to Skims because I love them so much. Their bralettes are great because they're not only buttery soft, but they also are super stretchy. However, they keep their shape all day long, which for girlies who have girlies... Can I say that? It's just sometimes you need a little extra support, but I hate wearing bras with underwire. And so the Fits Everybody collection is just fantastic for everybody. I have been wearing Skims for a very long time. Like since they came out, basically, I've been wearing them. Their bralettes are amazing. The strapless bra is hands down my favorite. And they just have a ton of really great shapewear too. But the Fits Everybody collection, there's something for everyone in that collection. My favorite piece from the Fits Everybody collection is the scoop neck bralette. I also love the razorback bralette. Those two are my staples every single day with every outfit. I feel like one of those two can be used. You guys can shop the Skims Fits Everybody collection and more at skims.com. After you place your order, be sure to let them know that we sent you. So select Raising Heights in the survey and be sure to select our show in the drop-down menu that follows. So let them know that we sent you to Skims to check out the Fit Everybody collection. Tori sent you to go check out Skims.
Jackson finished baseball and got his little award.
I know, what was his award? I forgot what his award was.
He got the Hustle Award.
Hustle Award. So, that's a good award for him.
Yeah, that's a good award for him. I was trying to think of what he would get. We didn't, because we weren't at the closing ceremonies.
Because of my peak.
Yeah. What was your peak? Yeah.
Because I did a 10K.
Yes, that was your peak.
It was also a pit that we didn't get to go and see the closing ceremony.
Yeah, Tori did a 10K, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll finish though. He got his award.
Oh yeah, so after the 10K, then we saw some friends. We drove back up here. We went by the coach's house, and they gave him his little medal, and which is super awesome.
Which also, we're adapting that for soccer.
Medals,
not trophies.
Discuss.
Is that bad?
I don't know.
No, I saw him get his medal and I was like, this is so much more doable than a trophy.
Yeah, and you don't have to have the shelf space.
You don't have to have the shelf space. You can have one hook that you just hang all the medals on.
Ooh, trophies are out, medals are in.
That's what we're doing this year for soccer. So,
all right.
Soccer parents, act surprised.
Buckle up. See, that's the thing with me. I had a trophy for every year. So like,
and they're all in our garage. Or half of them I think they got thrown away.
Of them out. My mom gave me a whole box of them. I kept my first 2 years of soccer, 96 and like 97. And I kept my first year of baseball. And then I was like, sorry, Mom.
I feel like if you don't go to the Olympics or play professional sports, they just don't matter.
No, yeah, these were participation. They were fun at the time. I remember Jeremy maybe had all of our trophies up there and everything. And like for certain things, I have some awards that like I got. Like I have my World Dwarf Game medals, but I don't keep any of my DAAA ones. I've kept like my sportsmanship award for DAAA.
Yeah,
but yeah,
there's certain things you hang on to. I'm just teasing, but it is funny because like, what do you do with all those trophies?
Yeah. So we're switching to medals.
Well
That's said. What we're doing. Or noted, I should say. I was not aware.
Yeah.
That was just cool. Cool to see him. Yeah. And the coach had a lot of nice words to say about him. And
they're so good to him.
Yeah. So that was a peak of mine. And your peak was your 10K. Yeah, that was incredible.
A 10K. I did 6.2 miles with my girl, Nikki. Yeah. Shout out to Nikki if you're listening right now.
10K slay all day.
10K, question mark? More like 10 slay.
10 slay. And you walked it.
We did walk. We did not run. I didn't train. We didn't.
Yeah, you're still feeling it today.
I was pretty sore today. Yeah. But my friend Nikki and I, we walk all the time. Not all the time. That's dramatic. But like once or twice a week, we do 4 miles. We'll walk for an hour and a half over at the college by our house, which is straight hills. And this came up. And I was like, we could do 2 more miles. That'd be doable.
Helvetia half. The Helvetia half is tough because there's a massive hill during the half, but the 10K portion, that's pretty flat.
The 10K
right?
was super easy.
You go over the overpass and down.
I'm sure there were people that struggled, and so I don't want to make it seem like it was nothing. But it was easy. Yeah. It was an easy walk for us. It was.
Sorry, to back you up, if you're training or if you guys are going on your walks around WSU, which is super hilly, adding 2 miles, but also flat 2 miles.
More flat, yeah.
I can imagine.
I do, like what you said, though. The half marathon, I do believe, is one of the harder marathons in the state of Oregon because of the back.
Yeah. Or I would imagine paved half marathon. There's probably some tough.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of...
But there's a massive hill in Helvetia.
Yeah.
Right after the farm.
It's so big. It's where I almost crashed my car. Yeah. I almost crashed my van on that hill.
Yeah. I can't imagine going down that hill, honestly. Yeah. Going
down, that's easy.
Going down, doesn't that puts a lot of pressure on it? Yeah. So going down.
Up, are you joking? I
remember Mueller and me hiked Larch Mountain in Multnomah Falls back in the day. We've done that twice, and going down, granted, it might have been because I was super tired going up.
Because you went up first.
Yeah, it's a 6 mile up, but going down always killed my knees. Going down, that was a tough one. So,
yeah.
But that was 15
years ago. It was fun, though. Nikki and I was proud of her. She's
never done an organized race before.
I think she has. She said she's done a turkey trot or something like that.
Got it.
One of those.
Got it.
Sort of things. No, but I think it might be an annual thing for us.
One in Jackson to do it.
Okay, well, there were a lot of kids doing the 5K, which is 3.1 miles. I was like, Jackson could do this. We could run it too. Him and I could run some of it.
Jackson's got to train.
Yeah. So that'd be fun next year. But also, I kind of want to do it with Nikki again because I had so much fun with her. It was fun to just walk. It was like a regular Thursday afternoon for us. We just walked and talked.
Honestly, your guys' walk, though, you guys had a good pace for walking. That could be a run for Jackson. Jackson could probably run, Or
I don't know if you could do 6 miles. That's a lot.
I could do it with him.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then we could split off at the 5.
Yeah, and then we head back. You guys continue on, but you guys would probably catch up to us.
Yeah. Maybe.
So.
It was really fun, though. It was definitely peak. I want to do it again. Yeah. When you walk stuff like that, though, too, it takes the pressure off. I could walk all day. And so that made it fun. I didn't have to train for it and all the things.
Pits? Pity pits?
Pity pits. Packing all day today was the pits.
I would say
packing. I did not really want to spend my entire day.
Just the unknown of camping. Camping can be tough. And it's a lot to plan for, a lot to expect, And then you have this, at least for me, I'm okay, you have to pack all this food. Half the time we probably won't even touch half of it, Or we're forgetting some prime ingredient where, you know what I'm saying? And it's just, and then weather and clothes. What do you wear? Are there going to be mosquitoes? Are there not going to be mosquitoes?
Yeah.
It's then we only have so much room. You're camping. You're not.
I think with this camping trip, though, so right before this podcast, I got off the phone with my dad, who just got a new car.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, I have a plug-in in the back of my car. Not like a cigarette plug-in, like a legitimate wall plug-in in the back of his car." So does Steve, though. My Uncle Steve also has the same thing. So I was that just took off so much pressure and so much, it's sad that I have to think about that, but it is. Now we're bringing our Nespresso machine.
Our kids are so bougie, by the way. I was thinking about that today.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 air mattresses.
And they're going
to take one of them. I remember camping back in the day, with my dad.
Oh, yeah.
And my dad had a cot, Yeah. And that was his thing. And us kids, we were we were on the ground.
You were not on the ground.
I'm pretty sure we were on the ground. Jeremy, me, all of us. Maybe we had something, a little something under us, but I'm pretty sure we didn't have blow up cots or anything. We were.
I love how you call them cots, blow up.
Or mats.
All day today, he's he keeps on calling these air mattresses cots. And I'm like, no, we're not bringing a cot with us.
Sorry. But I meant something a little thin mat that you can blow up.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was just thinking of that today, like what our kids have right now camping at this very
tell
minute.
them what I have right now.
You have a 4-foot high air mattress.
I'm pretty sure the air mattress we're taking is larger than our mattress at home.
I know, it's diabolical.
It's so are you even sleeping in it? I don't know if you've decided that, but you're gonna love it if you do.
I'm gonna love it, but then it's gonna make me soft. So then when I go on my camping trips,
babe, I hate to break it to you, but you already are.
I'm not that
I love
soft.
you, but you sleep with your arm wrong and you wake up and you're like, gosh, my shoulder just really hurts. Okay. Yeah. That ship has sailed for us. We're too old for this nonsense. No.
I was outside today. What was I doing? Oh, cleaning the kayaks. And like I was blinded. Like I was like, that was I can't see. It's too bright.
You really were like frying your corneas though.
I read something though, like certain stages in life, you age, like there's certain ages that like really show your age. You know what I'm saying? 34 was one of them. I just turned 35, so I was a little delayed. But I really do think I like something happened. Like when I turned all these other ages, whatever, but something happened. 34, 35. I'm like, all right.
Really went downhill.
And then it's like 64 and like 72 are like
perfect. Can't wait for those
certain
ages.
That, like when you hit that age, you know, it really just speeds things up. So
we have a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I got 30 more years before my next deadline.
I don't think I have that long. All right. Well, hey, guys, this episode of Raising Heights is brought to you by Ollipop.
Ooh, crisp apple.
Zachary used to drink a case of soda every single day.
Yeah.
Like how you're still alive, I have no idea.
What does that have to do with Ollipop?
Because the best part about Ollipop is you can still have like that childhood feeling of having a good soda, but it's good for your digestive health.
Love it. This is perfect.
This one is my favorite. The classic grape is my fave. This and the strawberry vanilla.
This is the first time I've had the crisp apple, and I think this one's my favorite.
It's delightful, is it not?
Yeah.
They have like such great classic flavors like root beer. They have a Dr. Pepper dupe called Dr. Goodwin.
Yeah.
They've got grape, orange, strawberry, so many great flavors. But it's like my favorite go-to summer drink. Just popping open an Ollipop and sitting on the back patio.
Yeah, it gives you that little carbonated taste, but goes down smooth.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I am not a soda drinker. Never been a soda drinker my whole life. I've never gotten the bug. But I love these. They make you feel good, and they're just a really cool drink during the summertime. I can't even imagine how much sugar was in the cans that you used to drink. And I'm not going to say what it was, but it was very high sugar content.
Yeah.
These only have 2 to 5 grams depending on the flavor of sugar.
That's awesome.
I know since having kids, I have had, and getting older, my digestive health, my gut health has become really important to me because I've had some stomach stuff. And these are a really great support to my digestive health. They have prebiotics, botanicals, and plant fiber. So they help keep you regular.
How many sugars?
They're so good.
How many sugars did it say?
2 to 5 grams.
Okay, 5. Yeah.
What's this one?
Mine's 5.
Mine's 4. Boom.
Boom.
So you guys can get a free can of Ollipop. When you buy 2 cans of Ollipop, they will pay you back for 1 can. Buy one, get one. Love it.
How are they doing that?
I have no idea how they're going to do that, but Ollipop is sold online and is available in almost 50,000 retailers nationwide.
Wow.
So you can get it a lot of places, okay? You guys can go to drinkollipop.com/heights and get paid back for 1 can. Go to drinkollipop.com/heights and get your favorite flavor.
Mine's crisp apple.
Classic grape. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. We want to shout out a couple new members on our raisingheights.com. Mandy, April, Trish, Barb, Maddie, and I think it's Elena. Thank you so much for being here.
Awesome.
Lots of new members this week, which has been really fun.
Yeah, that's been a lot of fun. It's been increasing quickly too. Do we have a comment today?
Ooh, should we look at some comments? There was a lot of comments about how people didn't know who Joe Rogan was, and that made me feel a little bit better about how I knew who he was. After you showed me his picture, I just forgot.
Joe Rogan has the biggest podcast in the world.
Darlene She said, I went to an air show first time in the Cherry Point Air Force back in 2010, and she saw the Blue Angels.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's way cool. Blue Angels are a great show. Like,
oh, yeah. You guys should watch that documentary.
Yeah.
What's that documentary called? Is it just called
what's
Blue
it
Angels?
on? What's it on? More like
it's on Prime, I believe.
Okay, yeah, just type in Blue Angels, you'll find it.
You'll
But there is a
find it.
very
It's
good
so
documentary
good.
about Blue Angels.
So good.
You'll want to watch Top Gun right afterward.
Isn't that what we did? We watched Top Gun, and then we immediately. I think it was all in one sitting.
Probably.
When we went to Sun River with Steven and Nikki, I think we literally watched Top Gun, and then we didn't get up and watch the Blue Angel documentary. Oh, man.
They go side by side. You got another comment for us?
Okay, lots of people are devastated. So this is Nikki Lee. The outdoor boys quitting devastated her entire family. I feel like a lot of people have been really upset about them leaving.
I still think it's incredible what he did, what he created on his own, and then just being able to walk away from it like that.
Yeah. We've talked about this, though. That speaks volumes of his character, I think, and being family first and doing what you got to do.
Yeah, I think that's
a tough business to be in.
Yeah, I think that's wild, but good for him. And
a
lot of people strive to be YouTube, famous, stars, and it takes a lot of work, especially self-filming.
Oh my gosh.
And all that stuff. And in the beginning, I don't know if he has an editor now or what he does. Maybe not. Maybe he still does it himself, but like. Self-filming, all that. Self-filming is very tough. You and me try to do it.
It's so hard.
And we miss things and you just don't think about it. It's just not like natural to like self-film yourself.
Yeah.
You set up a camera and then act like you didn't just spend 10 minutes setting up a camera.
Yeah.
And then the framing is just perfect. Someone spent time on that,
Yeah.
So
I feel like for us, that's been the hardest realization.
Yeah.
Going from reality television where we were filmed all the time, and it just
I do think that helped
trying to do it.
But that gave us we know you have to have a middle or a beginning, middle, and end, and certain shots make sense for a story.
Yeah.
I always think of the drive away shot, and then I'll go, oh, we missed the drive away shot. It's over.
Exactly.
Might as well stop video. This whole video shot.
We lost the footage from Josiah's birthday from him opening the presents, and Zach was just like, might as well scrap the whole thing. Yeah. Don't even do it.
Middle content is just that peak of the whole thing is gone. The climax. I didn't push record or something. No. Anyway, what a debacle.
Well, okay. Question. Is it worth going camping with a bunch of kids?
Man, we'll see. We got 2 camping trips planned this summer, so
our neighbor is taking care of our flowers while we're gone, which I'm so grateful for. And she had said oh, have fun camping, and I go, yeah, well, I'll try. This is a lot of work, and I'll try. And she sent me a really nice note that was basically just enjoy this. Enjoy it. Enjoy this age. Your kids are gonna have so much fun. It's so much work. But they'll remember it. They're going to grow up thinking about these things more than what they got for their birthday.
Or they're just going to, I hope they do.
I hope it's not mom and dad yelling, fighting somewhere that they're remember that one trip?
Well, they're tough in my car. In the Subaru, they're tough. They can't spread out. And all 3 of them are lined up together. And they it's just silly kid
Mom,
stuff.
He's touching me.
Well, yeah, Jackson will have his elbow up on Josiah's seat, not even in his space, just touching it. And Josiah has to lean over to see that he's touching it, and then he gets so bothered by it, or Lila, vice versa. It's just guys, but it takes them a minute. I feel they do that though. It'll take them 30 minutes, and they'll be nitpicking with each other, and we'll get on them and everything, and then something happens and they find a groove.
There's a hush.
And then it's okay, why can't we just start the ride like this? Yeah. We could just start like this.
I think that Zach and I get so frustrated and offended when it's we get upset over the same things. Every time we get into this car, why do we have to say it every time? Don't touch your brother. Don't mess with your sister. Every time we step into this car, why can't it just be just Mom and Dad are going to say this, and I don't really want to hear them say that, so I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah. See, that's what's sad though. Eventually they will get older and they'll be I don't want to deal with Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Okay. And so they won't do anything, and then we won't be able to get any reaction out of them.
That's so true.
You know, so gotta
do
careful
that.
what we wish for. No, yeah, we do repeat ourselves all the time sometimes on that car, or just with a lot of things. And it's like,
Okay, another aspect of this camping trip though too.
Yeah.
Josiah's fully potty trained at this point.
That's gonna be exciting.
How often are we gonna have to stop on the way to the campground? Because it's a 5-hour drive.
Yeah, it's 5.5.
It's gonna take us 7 hours to get there. Like, how often are we gonna have to stop to pee?
I think we should stop one time.
And like, but also, how much do you like? If Sai says yes to go to the bathroom, how much do you like? Hey, you gotta hold it.
So this is where we differ on a lot of things. I'm fully okay with pulling over on the side of the road, getting him out, go pee, get him back in. No, we're not looking for a rest stop and all that nonsense. Like
that's not where we differ. Thank you very much, Roloff. But
I'm very much quicker to do it than you.
Well,
I guess
you are a guy. You know how it works better.
Well, I'll just pull over and we'll just pee. I think we have to pay attention right before he naps. If he's about to nap, pee, and then the other two, it's like, guys, we're not stopping until he wakes up. Okay,
everyone hold it.
I think if we hit Pendleton, we're going to the Wallowa Lake, Wallowa Lake, Eastern Oregon. So I think if we can get to Pendleton, we're good. We're good. So that'll be the stretch, and then after that, it's like 2 hours. And honestly, within 2 hours, we can dilly-dally, we can stop. And I love those small towns too. So that's more me just wanting to, cruise. Yeah, explore through there. So that will be interesting. It's in the forest, camping, I
don't think we're in the forest.
Not the forest, but like.
Well, also the campground that we're going to, yes, it's 5 hours away, but it's like 5 minutes from a town.
Yeah.
Like a full town that's like super cute, has iced coffee, shopping.
All story here. Tori and me went there for a school project. I had a school project like we've years ago.
We've been there a couple times now.
Over 10 years ago now. We've been there twice. One to pick up a dog. Yeah. Murphy. And one. So I was reading about their yurts or whatever and how their yurts are open year round.
Yeah.
I'm like, we did that. We stayed at a yurt in the middle of January, February.
In the middle of a snowstorm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember we went back there.
We were not married then, too. Ooh,
no.
Spicy.
We went back there.
When we got Murphy.
Yeah, we explored
Jackson
there.
Jackson was like almost a year old. And we.
Yeah. And I remember we were saying like, hey.
We went to. No, I don't think Murphy was there yet. We went to meet with the woman.
Oh, got it. Yeah. There's something to do with the dog. Yeah. And then.
We went to meet with her and see what she was all. Because. The first time we bought a dog, it was not a good scenario.
Yeah.
So we went and like met her. Yeah. Hey.
We weren't married, right?
That's true.
Yeah. So yeah, we've always wanted to go back there. So we're finally making the trip back. And your aunt and uncle are coming.
Yep. My aunt brother is planning 4-course meals for every night, which I'm so like, honestly, I feel like that's why I feel pressure because she's so good at just like hospitality and making everybody feel like.
Tori feels bad because what are we bringing? Hot dogs?
Like hot dogs and Pop-Tarts.
Crustables.
Uncrustables, yeah. Like
we're also bringing the fun though. They love the kids and
she does. She's so good at the
kids. So I feel like she for sure is very.
And also, we're not leaving her alone with my dad. So
yeah,
and my brother.
She's all about that. Like I will do that part if you guys come because that's very enjoyable to her. And, a lot of her family's still in the Philippines, so I think she enjoys.
Or the East Coast. Her boys are on the East Coast.
I think she enjoys hanging out with the kids and seeing them. If she can help us by supporting us by making the food, then she's all about that. So.
But it'll be fun. It's just a lot of work to get there.
Yeah. On the flip side, it can go super smooth, and then because like I said, we have a second camping trip coming up.
I know. This is like our test drive,
and so maybe
I might be sick that week, honestly.
Yeah.
Me and Simon might be sick.
Simon might love it.
Simon's going to thrive. Are you kidding me? But if I'm sick, there's no way that you're going to not take Josiah.
I would take Josiah.
No, I'm going to be fine. It's going to be great.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. And we'll bring the boats, the kayaks. That's my one thing. We have the kayaks and all that firewood. It's like, technically we could buy all that there, rent kayaks.
Yeah, they have really cool rentals. They have like You can rent LED glass bottom kayaks. Yeah. We're definitely doing that.
That's been my stress all day, though. It's like, man, we're like trying to cram all this stuff in here. We can make our lives super easier by taking all this out. But then it's like, you want to save money. You want to like not just spend, spend. So it's, I don't know. That's what I've been thinking about. But it'll be good.
I've been thinking about, is everything clean? Is all the towels and the sheets and all those things clean? Because growing up, I want to say my mom always likes to remind me that we went camping, but I don't recall going camping with my family. Like once or twice, maybe I can.
You just block those memories out.
But that's why I'm like, was it just bad memories that I don't remember, or did they actually not happen? I'm not sure. Like I can't remember really going. I can't remember early childhood going camping. I went camping a couple times with the family I used to babysit for, and their camping was like next level.
Yeah.
They brought everything with them. So I'm like trying to find a good, I don't want to be nothing.
Yeah.
Your Pop-Tarts and jerky.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to like, they were making like pizzas in a pizza oven.
That's stressful though. Like, yeah, I hear you. You don't want, not too junk foody, but like, don't stress yourself out either. Yeah. Our family went on a huge camping trip as a family. We were super young. I don't even know if Jacob was born yet. He might have been, but I remember we had a blue tent with poles. And me, my mom, dad, Jeremy, and I'm pretty sure Molly all did a huge West Coast camping trip. We only did that a handful of times though. And then it was once we got into middle school, it was the boys trip. And then, after high school, we started doing our own trips.
Yeah.
My dad was like, peace.
And that was never anything that girls ever did. Like none of my girlfriends were ever like, let's go camping. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah. No, us boys, we went camping a lot on the coast and talk about Pop-Tarts. We had Pop-Tarts and muffins and gas station Mountain Dew. And and it was, hey, when this runs out, beef jerky, we'll just leave.
We'll go.
Yeah, trips over. Or we'll go back to the gas station, get some more chips and be done with it, That was a good time. So
that's so fun.
Yeah, we'll have a good time, Tori. It'll be good. It's just
hopefully everyone lives, everyone survives it, and it'll be great. And hopefully we want to do it again at the end of the month, because otherwise, that's going to be unfortunate.
I think we are hitting a good time because it's not super warm there.
Okay, hold on. That was my other point though with Josiah. We don't have to change diapers.
Yeah.
There's no still he's in a diaper at night, so we'll have to do that. But like that. I didn't even think about how good that's going to be.
My point was number 2, by the way, I think earlier with being in a forest. And like, if he has to go number 2, that's going to be a little annoying, right? You have to go find the bathroom.
We're like 10 feet from a bathroom.
Yeah.
And I read that they're very nice facilities, so.
I know, they're not holes in the ground.
No, I don't think so.
That's like low-key my nightmare.
Oh, but do you remember though when we were at this campground, it was in the middle of wintertime, blizzard, snowstorm. Yeah. And there was no hot water.
Yeah.
And you had to pay for the showers, I want to say. So I had like a 2-minute shower, ice cold.
Yeah.
Whoa. And then remember, one of the hydrants had exploded outside of the bathrooms.
Yikes. I don't remember.
Like a pipe. And so there was there was a wall of ice outside of the bathrooms.
I don't remember.
That's the only time I've stayed in this campground, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's a little bit different experience this time.
Yeah. Well, when we went with the dog, it was summertime, right?
But we didn't stay there. We just drove through.
We saw what it looked like.
Yeah. Right? It's pretty open. There's not a lot of like, you see your neighbor, like you're in each other's business, but it'll be fun though. Who cares?
All right. Should we close this one?
Yeah, I know. It's a short one, but I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, it's a short one, but we'll be back next week, and you guys will hear all about if we lived or not.
Yeah.
If we survived.
If we thrived or survived.
So tune back next. And then we only got a couple weeks left before we take our break. So
Zach's excited for that break.
We're going to take a break.
About that break.
I'm just saying, we're going to take that break and regroup. It's summertime.
Yeah.
We got some other trips planned. We got LPA.
That's going to be a huge recap once we're done with that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, so we got tons of things to talk about after that break. But tune back next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
make sure you guys go check out raisingheights.com. Get the merch.
We're both wearing our merch tonight.
We got the Peak and Pit hat. I love this hat. I live in this hat. And we still have the old gear, new gear, all the things. So go check it out, you guys. Also, if you want to support us, which we love, it's really, really like helps us keep the show going and just helps us doing it like what we love to do. But raisingheights.com, you can become members and you get 15% off merchandise. You get exclusive merchandise. So all the Peak and Pit stuff is there just for members. And it's a great way to support us. So go check it out.
If you're a member, maybe leave a comment about your camping trip, your favorite or worst camping experience.
That's what we should do. That's what we should do.
Ask people.
No, your
do
camping
a Q&A.
nightmares.
Yeah. Do a Q&A though, right?
No, camping nightmares. That's just like, give us your worst because we have some good ones.
Yeah.
Or bad ones, whichever one you want to look at it. Oh, that's what we should do next week.
All right. We're going to do it. It's going to all be geared around camping and summer.
Send us all your camping stuff, all the summer. Yeah, all the things. But make sure you follow us on social media, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere you listen to podcasts. Do your best. Forget the rest.